Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So I was requested to do my morning routine for a video I recorded a few days ago, and they just wanted me to do the routine matching that video, which I was wearing the orange tank top, orange shirt. So yeah, so I thought, oh, I should do it because it's kind of fun. I like doing my routine. So here's my morning routine, and I'm just going to use all the same products I did for that video and go from there. So I'm going to start out by doing a light morning cleanse using the Geek and Gorgeous Jelly Joker, and then I will go on from there. I look kind of rosy. It's been a rough day. You know what? It's like, do you ever have one of those days where it's like, geez, it's just tough? You're having a really tough day. That's how it's been like the last like 4 or 5 days. Every day it's like, no, I can't take more. I just can't do it. No more, please. And that just keeps going. So, yeah. So I'm just trying to relax. I know when I get angry, I get really red. So, yeah, and I'll probably clue you in more on what's going on in the next few days, so stay tuned. Or in the next week or so. I don't want to talk about it yet, but there's just some, it's nothing really actually that big of a deal, but it's just, you know, the last few days. Then Ike the other day, he was sick, and then last night we couldn't find him, and we found him in the yard, and he was, I don't know if he was stuck or lost or couldn't get out, but I thought something bad happened to him, and it's dark, and I'm looking around everywhere. You know, we've got 2 fences. We've got a physical fence, and then we've got the electric fence, which we don't really ever use, but, so I thought maybe he escaped through the fence or something, but anyway, found him, and that's okay, but yeah, it was just really stressful. I thought maybe something happened to him, maybe he died, or, you know, he's 14 years old, which is old for a big guy like him. And here he is now. Anyway, so yeah, so I'll talk about more later, but it's just the last few days have just been more and more, and yeah. Okay, on to the routine and on to being peppy and cheery, because you know what? Every day is a gift, so you got to take it as it comes. So, okay, I'm going to start out with a light, quick cleanse. Oh, somebody the other day commented, I just wanted to yell at her for not shutting the water off because they have a drought where they live, which I totally get. And I live in the land of 10,000 lakes. I live in Minnesota, you betcha. I live on a septic in a well. Cameron always jokes. Oh my gosh, that sounds bad. Cameron always jokes we drink our own pee because we use the water. It exits in our yard in the septic system. And then there's a well like 100 feet down. So he's always joking, you know, like, but in the long run, we kind of all do drink our own pee, kind of, in a way. Not literally, but, you know, I mean, purified water is water that came from somewhere else. Anyway, now I'm really digressing. I should just get into cleansing and just shut up because, yeah, so it's kind of funny. We literally had a flood actually all year. Actually, the St. Croix River this year was the most flooded it's been in a long time. So a lot of people's houses were impacted and things like that. So I totally get telling me to shut the water off. I try not to use water, but yeah, we have floods. I'm sorry you guys have droughts. I mean, I get it. But yeah, I do have to use water to wash my face. So I'm going to use it really quick and then turn it off. And then, yeah, okay. 3 minutes into the video, and I'm sorry I haven't really been helpful at all. If I ever am helpful, I don't know. Anyway, okay. I usually just wash my face really quick in the morning anyway, so. There we go. I love this cleanser. It's gentle, fragrance-free, non-drying. There we go. Okay, I'm going to blot my face dry. There we go. Okay. My eyes are kind of dry. Okay, there we go. They're not dry, they're kind of wet. Okay, on to toner, which is the Anua, what is it, Rice 70 Ceramide Toner. And I've got it on a Shiseido Prepare Cotton Pad. I like this toner. I mean, it's nice. It's affordable. It has some gentle ingredients in it. It's got rice in there. It leaves your skin feeling really nice. There we go. Feels very nice. Yeah, the St. Croix River was so flooded. It was crazy watching some of these houses. They were just doing all these sandbags for a long time. There's a restaurant right on the river. And they, somehow they were just high enough where they didn't really get major flooding in their building, but their parking lot was gone and things like that. So it's always interesting to see ducks, you know, they're like swimming in the river. They're literally swimming over where the road is normally would be if it wasn't covered with water. So there we go. Okay, feels nice. Feels nice. There we go. And I want to comment, don't feel like you have to buy all these products. Somebody left a comment today. Oh, you use 10,000 products. I'm not a subscriber, nor would I ever be. I hate that you're trying to get everyone to buy all this stuff. And I'm like, that's why I'm talking about it. You know what I mean? That's why I'm talking about these products, so you don't have to buy them all. You know what I mean? And I'm not like an influencer that takes free stuff, so it's not like I've got tens of thousands of products laying around that I'm trying to hawk to everybody. I personally think don't go into debt for skincare. Buy the cheapest stuff that works for you and treat yourself occasionally. That's it. That's the goal. Anyway, okay. Got the toner on. There's my curling iron, my arm, my wound. I'm going to cover it up with some copper peptide again. Okay, so I'm going to put a serum on. A lot of times during the day I use vitamin C. Today I'm going to use this Pycnogenol serum. It's from Simply Beautiful Pycnogenol Facial Serum. Pycnogenol is a great antioxidant for your skin. So if your skin doesn't tolerate ascorbic acid as well, or just a few days a week using something alternative is nice. So I'm going to put this one on. Pycnogenol is wonderful. This is an iHerb brand, so I will link to it below. I believe it's an iHerb brand. I got it from iHerb. Cruelty-free, prevents UV damage. Simplybeautiful.com. I don't know. But it's a nice serum, so I'm going to use this today instead of ascorbic acid. There we go. Actually, this is what I used that day for that video, too. But I love ascorbic acid. Five or 6 days a week, ascorbic acid is great. It can be a little bit drying sometimes if you use it so much and use other actives during the evening. Sometimes giving your skin a day off from it can be nice. So, there we go. Okay. Pycnogenol is great. The Ordinary has one. That's nice. But I like this one better because it's a water-based formula, so it just goes on easier and doesn't look as shiny sometimes as the one from The Ordinary. Typically the one from The Ordinary I'll squirt a little bit and then mix it with a moisturizer. I'm going to curl my eyelashes quickly with my curling, Shiseido curling thing. Yeah. Curler, eyelash curler. Usually when I'm curling my hair is when I'll do this. I'll hold the curling iron with one hand and I'll curl my eyelashes with the other hand, so it is more time effective. Okay. Okay, next up, my thumb's stuck. Okay. In my neck, I'm going to put a little bit of Geek and Gorgeous Hydration Station on, which is a really nice moisturizer. Go, feels nice. And I think the main difference from this routine, why people were curious about it, was I mixed in a little bit of bronzing drops with my moisturizer and it gave me a little bit of a bronzed look. And I think that's what people liked it and were more curious about it than my normal looking just kind of pale self. So I'm taking the Neogen High R Exosome Moisturizer, which is lovely and very affordable, and I'm going to mix in a little bit of the Pacifica Glow Drops. I feel like that's enough moisturizer. It might be a little too much, but we'll make it work. And the Pacifica Sunny Glow Bronzing Drops. Give it a good shake. And just a little bit of it does a lot. So you don't need much of it. I don't know, can you see? There we go. Little bit. This is very similar to the Drunk Elephant Debronze drops. I don't know, that one before they changed the packaging. So, and now every brand seems to have their own bronzing drops. Yeah, I've got tons of them. So, okay, now I'm going to mix it in. There we go. Okay. It does give a nice kind of a glow. I mean, you can mix this in with a foundation if you want. You can mix it with your moisturizer. You could mix it in with a serum. I don't recommend mixing it with your sunscreen. But anything else you can mix it in with. Sunscreen is its own beast. And I don't recommend messing with it, mixing it with things. I just don't. I know certain brands do recommend you do that. I personally don't, because we're not sunscreen formulists. So I think it's better to use it as the brand that's making it recommends. And most brands don't say, hey, mix this in with something, because you probably won't get the same protection. Okay. And I'm going to use a little bit of sunscreen. I've got the Beauty of Joseon Aqua Fresh. I'm going to put this one on. It's currently my favorite. Usually I do this part and then I curl my hair so it soaks in, but we won't do that today. There we go. Okay. Feels good. Sadly, there's literally no sun. It's very hazy and foggy and gray out, so I'm gonna wipe my mouth off. I just hate that feeling on my mouth of moisturizer, sunscreen. Okay, on to foundation, which I am still finishing up my very, very last bottle, the Dr. Jart BB cream. After I'm finished with this, there's Purito, has a nice BB cream I'm going to use, or I really like this one from MAC. What is it? Studio Radiance. So I've got some backup potentials, which is nice to have, because soon this will be finished, and then I'm going to have to use my other one. So, yeah. Although Dr. Jart did replace it with something very similar, but it's just not quite the same to me, but yeah. Okay, so I've got my beauty blender. I've got my BB cream, and we're gonna go. Normally I'd let my sunscreen soak in. Oh, I gotta make sure my eyebrows aren't messy. My eyebrows are. There we go. Okay. There we go. More? Oh, Ike's right here now. Ike, if you'd only been there last night when we were looking for you. Oh, stressed me out. I'm wearing my dad's headlamp looking for him. Cameraman's got another headlamp looking for him. Oh, trying to walk through the yard. Trying not to step in any dog pee. Actually, I didn't even care if I stepped in at that point. I just wanted to find Ike because I was worried about him. I don't know what he was doing, but he certainly is up to his old tricks. He's older. I don't know, what's 14 in people years? It's like 80 something, isn't it? And the fact that he's like 90 pounds. Yeah, anyway. Wiping that foundation off my mouth. Okay, there we go. Okay, a little bit of powder. Still love this stuff. The Jouer, what is it? Soft Focus Hydrate and Set Powder in the shade Light Clair. I'm going to apply it with my It Cosmetics All Over Powder Brush, I think. This is almost done. You can see there's hardly anything left, but there's just like a little bit, like right around there. I gotta get that. Because this stuff, I just love it. I'm doing all this, and you know what my exciting day holds? I have to run errands, and I have to go to the gym. So I'm going to look glamorous for everybody at the gym. Okay. There we go. Okay, we got that on. Now I'm going to put my bronzer on. I'm currently using ones from Hourglass, which is really nice. This is their Ambient Light Volume 3 palette from, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago. I'm still using it. And then I use a different brush, but the same model brush from It Cosmetics. And I'm just putting this bronzer on a little bit. I don't really need much bronzer because getting fired up this morning was... Getting fired up, upset was enough for me. And then a little bit of blush. I'm going with the one in the middle. Just a very little bit. This is a Real Technique Brush 100, whatever that means. It's funny, I have a real nice brush set, but I never want to use it. It's so nice, I just have never used them. The artist brushes. And so now I've owned them for like probably 3 years, and now I think I'm just going to give them to a friend of mine. So, okay, for highlighter, the NATASHA DENONA Pastel Pixel Glow Highlighter. And then a different It Cosmetic brush. This is brush number 225. Complexion powder. 225. Do they really have 225 other brushes? That can't be 200. There's no way. Okay, so now I'm going to take my $1 when I bought it probably 15 years ago, e.l.f. Kabuki brush, and blend it all. Literally, this was $1, and I probably literally bought it probably 15, I'm not even joking, probably 15 years ago. I did go a little heavy-handed, but that's okay. A little heavy-handed occasionally is good. You know, my cheeks are already rosy. You're already very rosy. Okay, there we go. I'm going to make sure my eyebrows, I'm going to make sure they look okay. I've never been quite happy with them. I look at pictures, like, remember when really thin eyebrows were in? And mine were like thin like a line, just like they looked like just a line. But that was like in at the time. Yeah. That's probably why they're so sparse now. But I don't think I need. I'm going with it. Normally, now maybe I'll just put a little bit of color on them. If I can find the color. Hang on. Oh, here we go. It Cosmetic. Nope. Benefit. Ultra Fine Brow Defining Pencil. In the shade. I don't know what shade. 6. It says 6. There we go. Hang on, let me look in here, see if that looks okay. Okay. I never had any gray until my mom died. And then everything started turning gray, including my eyebrows. So for a while I was plucking the gray ones, but then I realized fast, if I pluck all the gray eyebrows soon, I'm not going to have any at all. So I just got to learn to live with it. So for that video, I used the ColourPop eyeliner. I think it's called their Duochrome eyeliner. And the shade was Movie Star Multichrome. I really like that. I don't necessarily know if I'm feeling that for today. But that's what I wore that day. Let me see what I'm really feeling. I think I'm just going to put on a little bit of eyeliner, which is the Uzu Eye Opening Liner. I'm just going to put a little bit of that on. Oh, that's the orange one. I don't think I want that one. Hang on. I have another shade. Oh, here it is. Same brand, just a different shade. This shade, I don't know, it has blue at the end. I don't know what it says. 1 a.m. That's the name of the shade. I thought it was Don't Buy Flowers, but. So I guess I'm not really replicating the entire look, but that's the only difference. Is that orange? $15. Okay. So I put a little bit of that on. It feels nice. Then we're just going to use a little bit of an eyeshadow stick. And then my mascara. There we go. So this is the Thrive Cosmetics Dr. Q eyeshadow. Pencil eyeshadow. Infinity waterproof eyeshadow stick, and then I have another one in pink, and I'm going to put that on in the corners. And this pink is called Meiko. And then a little bit of mascara, and that's about it. Okay, we got a little bit of that in the corners. My mascara, Thrive Cosmetics, Liquid Lash Extensions. Love this stuff. Now they have a bunch of different colors, but I always just go with the black. I think it's called Bryn. Actually, I gotta turn around. Hang on. Hang on. There we go. And one coat of this does the trick. I think curling the lashes makes it apply better. It makes it look better. So there we go. And then last but not least, the only thing I did change was that eyeshadow, and I'm going with the same lipstick I wore in that video, which was this one that I probably bought 10 years ago, Dior Lip Glow Color Reviver Balm in shade 600, which I don't know if they make anymore, but it's almost done. I think that's at the very end of it. It is probably 5 years old or more, but I got my money's worth because I literally wore this down to the very bottom. So at the end of it, if there's a little bit left in there, I can take a little lip brush and apply it from that. So anyway, okay, well, there we go. That's what I did for that video. So yeah, any comments or thoughts or questions or anything else, leave them below. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys more tomorrow. Okay, bye guys.